Apparently we do love you, Leeds.
Not today.
Hello, welcome back to Imagine Not Being Leeds, where apparently Leeds United are. If you believe that shit, fair enough. I'm worried, sick right now, worried as a dog. Hopefully these four fine young gentlemen will cheer me up. But after the little chat we just had in the lobby, I'm pretty sure they're not going to. Priestley's going to try his best, but I'll probably shoot him down and call him a knobhead. So welcome to Imagine Not Being Leeds. Match review for the disaster performance today at Fratton Park. I love you all. Good night.
Great show.
No, who wants to sack it off? I mean, the lineup. I was happy with the lineup. I expected Grove to play. I didn't expect anything other than what we got. Where did it all go wrong? Adam?
Oh yeah, sorry, mate.
I want to hear your talk. I want to hear your take, mate.
You cannot throw to me as a generalisation where it went wrong. I'll be talking for the next hour. Like, where did it go wrong? We were just shit. Everyone was shit. The players were shit. Fark was shit. He didn't help the team at all. Aronson was particularly shit. Solomon was fairly shit. And then no one was good. And that's my summary. Like I did some stat stuff. It all backs up. I watched the short highlights on LUTV, and you watch it, you think actually we should have won that game. But of course, we've all watched the 90 minutes, and we watched us get out tackled, out strengthed at every duel or most duels. Our duel percentage was so far down this game, and it's not be all and end all, but we were so crap that it just everything was against us. We just didn't turn up at all. And do you know what? The only saving grace is we were so poor, and everything was so poor. We still created lots of chances, and we can't be that bad again. We just can't be.
That's the thing, Adam. As poor as we were, and not at it, and not up for the fight, and all those superlatives you can say about Leeds United on some days away from home, especially, we still had chances to win it. The clinicality today that we normally see of Pirro, especially Pirro, two massive chances. He normally puts one of them away. We weren't at it, no, but we still could have won it. You know, their goal really disappointing. A ball over top. You know, but you said, didn't you, Priestley? Roden's ball watching. Strout can't keep up with his man. Melia goes down too early. An absolute gift we give him, and with the chances we had, we still should have won that game, even how poorly we were. So, yeah, I mean, I'll come to you, Priestley. Melia, their goal, his fault, Roden's fault, Strout's fault, or just a collective?
You can't blame Melia for that. Yeah, he was a bit hesitant. Yeah, but
very hesitant.
If you watch it back, Rodon's just watching the ball. He's got no awareness behind him. The striker's just got goal side, and Strout should do better. But if Rodon's got a little bit more awareness, he's aware that the player's behind him, and he should just drop in.
Yeah, he normally has the recovery pace to get there, doesn't he, Rodon? To be fair, but
he does, but
he normally gets out of jail with that. So
I got to disagree there, Priestley. I've got to say, mate. I
do.
You can't blame Rodon for that. It's a great run by Bishop. The ball needed closing down sooner. The ball through from the left back. And Melia hesitated. If he didn't hesitate, he's getting to that ball first, or he's out quicker to him. It's on Melia a little bit there. Again, undecisiveness for me from the goalkeeper. I can't blame the defenders for that. I really can't, mate. And again, and like I said, the ball should have been closed down even sooner, but it's a simple ball through.
Can I talk again?
It's on Melia for that, mate. Do you know what? He had a good game as well, Melia.
That goes back to what I was saying last week. I don't necessarily disagree, but there's just certain players that seem to get a free ride. Tanaka's been one of them previously, Solomon, and Rodon never gets criticism.
I thought Rodon won one of his better players today.
I thought you were that. Obviously, the goal though.
The thing, he can have a really good game, but that one mistake.
Yeah, but it was a collective.
Rodon sort of freezing time a little bit. That ball went, and I almost thought he could have cut the ball out. And then he just stood there thinking, "Can I get the ball, or can I go?" Because the striker actually runs off strap, doesn't he? He runs in behind Rodon. He just comes across the middle of both of them. It's not really Rodon's fault.
It was a very shit somebody had him. Everyone's shit.
And then Melier, because he sort of went, and then once you do that, he's really good at standing up on those 1-on-1s. Once you can get the ball and get to the striker's feet, then you dive in at it. And that's when you make yourself very small. And because he delayed, he then thought, oh, it's there to go and get it. The striker kept advancing. And that's when, if he had just stood off a little bit more or gone earlier, that was the problem for me. He didn't do either. And by the time he did do it, it was a massive error at that point. Because then he made himself as small, it's like a worm wriggling around on the floor, waiting for the striker to kick it past him.
Yeah, no, 100%, mate. I just want to flag up. I put it on earlier. Danny Dovey. He's a friend of mine who I speak to quite regularly on TikTok. He's going to get me tickets for an away game, apparently, at some point this season. I'm glad it won this one. Poor Danny set off at 2:00 this morning to Portsmouth. Just got back a couple of hours ago. It could have been worse, mate. I could have been sat on that coach with you. So, yeah, I feel for you, Danny. Thanks for watching your first live, mate. Much appreciate you being here. Callum, you. Richard Hogan's comment here, mate. Should have had a pen after 9 minutes. That's an excuse, but we should have gotten it. Talk to me about that moment, pal, because I'm still in disbelief that we didn't get a penalty today, pal.
Yeah, it's a shocking decision, and with how close the ref was as well. He had a clear view of the decision. I don't know how it's not given. If it's in the Prem, is it given? Probably yes. It'll got a VAR. It's a joke. Obviously, like you said in the comment, it doesn't excuse our performance. We were fucking awful today, and I think another thing is, how dare they have a fucking Portsmouth game kicked off at 12? How fucking disrespectful is that? Fans getting up at 2:00 to watch that fucking shit performance.
Come on, Callum. Not all back, Callum. Not all back.
The worst performance of the season. We were absolutely shite. We didn't take our chances. Perot was anonymous. Aronson, I didn't even know he fucking played till about the 20th minute. Honestly, he's credit to Portsmouth again. He's been marked out of the game. Gruev and Tanaka got bullied. Tanaka's worst game of the season. The amount of sloppy passes in both halves was awful. I thought for the goal that we conceded, I'm going Melier's fault, and that's not the first time we've seen him hesitate. I remember the goal early in the season, Burnley at home, Kolyosho, when he had that great run. Of course, Sullivan's slits are a bit lucky, and Melier hesitant at first, and then he does go and he gets fucking beaten. It's a shit keeper, and he's on easy street. And we've got fucking Keynes and Darlow. Keynes is a fucking joke behind the scenes, and Darlow can't even play an FA Cup game. Aronson, there's no one to... Who's going to come in? There's no one... He doesn't trust anyone. He doesn't want to put any of the wingers in there, because all the wingers, whenever they do go in the 10, they're playing the fucking wing, so they don't even know how to play the 10. Hence why, maybe in the January, you should pull out, finger out your ass and get a number 10. Because at the end of the day, we can't have players in easy street. All right, he might have a good fitness regime, but don't mean he's going to be class every game. That's then the kind of games where you need someone else to change it. We didn't fucking have it. So well done to Portsmouth. They deserve to win. Listen, we can say we had the chances. Yeah, of course we did. We didn't fucking put them away. They had their chance and they defended for the rest of the game. Credit to them.
I tell you what, Callum, I can see where the passion comes from in LUFC passion, my good friend.
No passion today, mate. No good passion at all.
Maybe not good passion, but there's still passion there, mate. I can see you raging. I mean, there's a few comments coming in, guys, saying Melier's an easy target. He is.
Yeah, for the opposition.
The thing is, mate, the player will play for him on goal, but still he made it so easy for him. So I ain't blaming it all on Melier. Or when there's a player for one goal, the chances are he can put it away. But he made it too easy for him. He was hesitant. He came, and then he retreated back. He went down way too early. We saw a chance what we had in their box, and their keeper stood up to that one-on-one and didn't make it an easy decision for their keeper. And he had a really good match. I don't know who got man of match for them, but I would have said he was probably man of match for me.
I think it was Murphy.
Yeah, I mean, he played all right. For me, if it wasn't for their keeper today, we win that game. Even with how poor we played. So I know Portsmouth are getting the flowers, but to be fair, apart from the battling and all the stuff, you expect from a home side to do, I aren't actually going to give them the flowers, to be fair. I don't think they played that well at all, Portsmouth. I really don't. I feel like at home they battled. They're always going to battle. Leeds United coming to town. I don't think there was much quality there from them at all. A long ball to get played through and he takes his chance. What quality for me? Murphy looked a really good threat. I mean, he hit the post with a decent shot on his left foot. But for me, I might sound a bit bitter, and people might think I'm a bit of a tosser for saying it. But I don't think Portsmouth were particularly the better side. We were shite, but it was a very level game. The stats say that, and we were well off it. Well off it. Leeds are the only side that's going to beat Leeds this season. We hear it every fucking week, and that was the epitome of that tonight.
Do you know what?
for me, I don't know, Adam. Go on.
We won the highlight reel. You watch 2 minutes highlights. We're really good. We're really good in that. XG, we won that as well. We're winning loads of stuff here. But the battle, the actual battle, the duels, we lost far too many. You don't have to win every duel to win a game of football. You don't even have to win 50%. You can win the games of football, but it gives you a much better chance. Like we have too many players who want to dangle their foot in rather than actually go through the ball, through the man. Like we didn't get sick. I mean, how many fouls did we give away today? I mean, we got no yellow cards, right? How many fouls did we give away? How can you go for 90 minutes of football when the opposition's had that much? They had more passes in our half than we had in their half this game.
Yeah.
Like so how can you give away no fouls? How can you not get your foot in sometimes? Aronson just dangling his foot. Solomon, Aronson, they're foot danglers. They don't actually tackle. It's really frustrating. You've got to win your duels to win the game. You can't just control every game because you've got better players. You've actually got to win them sometimes. Yeah, you out-battle someone, outrun them.
We looked very... We just didn't look up for the fight, did we? We looked very weak today. There weren't many brave players standing up for the fight. Like I say, we know the quality's there, Adam. We know the quality's there, there's no doubt. But like you say, in these games where it becomes a physical battle, we were left wanting today. I just want to say, Sean, Tanaka, worst performance you've seen him play for Leeds?
Definitely. Yeah, really bad. I know we had a few voice notes going and deserved to be brought off. But then in hindsight, you'd think, well, Tanaka and Rothwell, we've won a lot of games with them to win partnership. I don't know how many games Gruever and Rothwell's played together. Was it a bad call? I don't know. But he didn't play well. Deserved to come off, didn't he? There were a few, though. I've just been sat back looking at alt comments and it's...
Did you see that one about the Bamford one then? That was...
It's just it's amazing how different we all think. And what we
says it about... It mentions Crow and Bamford in it. I think I read a little bit and it said, apparently, I think it's Crow thought Bamford needs to get low stick and...
Yeah, but we've got to remember what Piro's done this season. And of course,
we've got to. So, definitely.
What I'm saying there is he knows Piro's face after the game. He was gutted he'd missed them 2 chances. Yeah. He knows deep down, right? But normally puts them away. The thing is, and we've said this: if Piro's off it, we've got nobody else who can come on and change it. Or come on. Joseph came on; he did nothing for me. I'm sick of talking about him. He can't hold the ball up. He's weak. And we keep saying this, weak. Like Brendan Aronson, getting knocked off ball easily. Can't win an header. Honestly, we've got no one, apart from Ampadu, who actually gets the foot in there, who mixes it up, who's in referee's face.
Too predictable.
Now, if Ampadu had been on that field, would we have been rewarded that penalty? Because it was a stonewall penalty. By a Premier League referee, we know VAR to
Let's be fair, Sean.
He's bottled it.
Sean, Matteo Joseph only getting minutes probably now because Aronson's playing poorly.
I'm sick. I'm
only
sick
way he's getting
talking about him.
Yeah.
He does nothing when he comes on, Joseph. Yeah, he does nothing.
No, he don't.
Try something else. Try something else.
Would you say, looking from now to the end of the season, 10 games to go, would you say that's the main position again that's now the talking point? Priest, I'll come to you. So when you look at that number 10 position, Melly has been the scapegoat this season. Aronson has been, but in a game where, for me, he went missing again. His goals and assists since the turn of the year have dried up. 1 goal, I think, in 12 games now. It's his worst spell since he came back. I mean, he started really well. He's had hot and cold moments, but now we're in a sustained period now of a couple of months now where Aronson does look off it. Do you think he changes out? I don't. But do you think there's something within this squad that somebody could utilise there to get better results, pal, or are we being too harsh?
No, I'd like to see a bit of rotation. Try something different.
In the 10?
In the 10, yeah. Maybe Nonto. He played there earlier in the season. I think it was Sheffield Wednesday. We beat them at their place. And he played really well for the first half an hour. And then they switched it back to Aronson. But you've got a squad. You need to use them all. You can't just keep starting with the same 11 or 12 players.
No.
No, I agree.
I mean, I'd even try, and this is going to be controversial, I'd even try Piro there for a bit.
But then that means you're playing Joseph. Yeah, but that means you're playing Joseph up top, doesn't it? Currently, and he ain't really doing it either.
You could put Nonto up top.
I doubt he'd do it. I really doubt he'd go that. I mean,
I don't think he'll
he won't do it. That's just what I'd like to see.
He's got to change it the next game. He has to.
I mean, you can put Piro in the 10 once we've got Bamford back.
Oh no! Don't make the day worse. Come
I
on.
was going to say the same, Callum. Making it worse, mate. Making it worse. I've got Go on, mate. What are you going to say, Sean?
I just feel like it's all, like I said, as worse word is has coming to light now. We didn't buy in January, and we thought we'd be all right.
Yeah.
Looking at it now, we need another striker. You should have pushed button and had Armstrong, someone like that. Why not? We've risked it. All right, you've said number 10. Okay, what number 10s were out there to buy? Should have been somebody. I don't care.
Yeah.
But it's just a different option. You can't tell me there were nobody we could have found. Again, if we get an injury in defence, we're screwed.
Yeah,
we're screwed. 100%. I'll reply to that one, Botsnas, in a minute, right? So now we're looking at as performances, they're replicating a little bit of last season where we dropped off. That's been the worry, and it's happening at the minute. We have got time to turn it round, though. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes, I understand Botsnas Pirro, it is on him today, and he knows that, right? But there were also Firpo that missed a chance as well, on him as well. Yeah? So there were a lot of players off it. Too many. Sometimes you can afford to have one or two off the game, but it was like 5 or 6 today, and it showed. Right? So I'm not saying Pirro's not to blame today, because he is, but he knows it.
Just to counter your point, sorry, quickly, Sean, to do with Pirro. We can't just rely on Pirro to get our goals. It can't just come from Pirro.
That's been my worry, Callum.
When
Pirro's not on it, who have we got to come on and change something? Because we haven't.
No, we haven't.
We've got nobody, and we were screaming out Iowa for another number 9, a different option, and they didn't do it. And we can say, everybody else has strengthened. They have, and we didn't. And I think we gambled a little bit. To say there were nobody out there, there were, and maybe they were a little bit overpriced. It's a tough one because at the time we're thinking, we're not going to pay 20 million for that.
Just about we were.
No, we're not. No, we're not. But surely there must be someone there, or I can give, there's number 10s in the Championship who we could have picked up for cheap, who are playing really well this season.
It's hard though, Sean, because I get your point, but we've got 10 games to go. We've played 36 games, and that side has been good enough for 36. So it should be good enough for 10. So I don't really, even though he's out of form, he's Amundsen, I aren't really going to...
I'm not blaming single players. I'm thinking it's a team. The team that's out of form.
But I just, they're out of form, but I don't think... I ain't going to throw baby out with bathwater and say, we didn't strengthen in January and this is what's happening now, unless we get injuries. I think if we get an injury, a couple of injuries to centre-back or a striker or 10, then we are struggling. I think while everyone's still fit, they still should be good enough with 10 games to go when they've been the best side for 36. I think it only comes into play for injuries, me. I think people dip in and out of form. I do believe Aronson will... I'm going to say believe. I've got to believe he's going to pick it up again, because for all the different variants we think will happen, we don't think he's going to get dropped. I don't see him get dropped. I really don't, unless Joseph, started lighting up the pitch when he come on, which ain't going to happen. I don't think he's going to try any wingers in 10. 36 games down, 10 to go. He ain't going to start fucking reinventing wheel at this point for me.
No.
So we have to believe Aronson will come good. Can he have 5 or 6 half-decent games where he comes up with some more goals than this? We've seen it in clusters. Can this last 10 be a cluster of form for him? We have to hope so. But I agree, he's way off it. Way off it.
This isn't the first time with Aronson, though.
No, is it, mate?
He starts the season really well, and then he dive bombs.
He does.
Now, it's not all on him, but it's...
It
just feels it's like Tanaka today.
Yeah.
I think he didn't give him as much respect as he should have done. He got caught on ball a couple of times. Does he think it's easy? It's not. These Portsmouth players, it felt like the kicked us up in air today. And we didn't have no to match it. We were weak, 100%. and it's embarrassing. It is. We're Leeds United. Our history stemmed in us being hard bastards. You know what I mean? And dirty. I'd like to see a bit of dirty Leeds. We don't see that anymore. No, where's this dirty Leeds that we're apparently famous for? Not seeing him too nicey.
We don't have a captain. We don't have a
leader. There's only Ampadu.
And he's not there. Strike's not a leader. Melier's not a leader. There's no one in currently now, because obviously Ampadu injured. There's no one to gear the lads up, to give them a kick up the arse on the pitch. Yep. And you need that. You need that kind of leader. And unless someone's going to grab their balls and start saying a bunch of stuff, you know what I'm saying? We saw the argument between Rodon and Nelly, but it's not like that. You dirty bastard.
Good, you said it, Callum, not me.
I said it, but you inclined it.
Let me chime in here. I've had this comment on Mark Suv. I work with him, love the guy. But this is very much what I'd call a Priestley comment. And this is sort of stuff you say, Priestley. Just unlucky today, give the lads a break, still top. That's how you've got a way of start wrapping it up. Yeah, I know you do. It's a Priestley comment. You could have typed that up yourself. And it gives it gives that balance you being on here, mate, because I'm very negative. A couple of us on here are, struggling to see any positives today. I'm sure we all probably still think we're going up. I think we're still going to go up. But what I'll say is, I don't like to generalise it and say we're still top by the skin of our fucking teeth. And I guarantee everybody here now, come 10 o'clock Tuesday, we are third. And Priestley, you voiced not in me back and said, yeah, but by 10 o'clock Wednesday, we'll be first. But look how fucking tight it is, pal. Look how tight it is. Same as last season. We climbed the mountain. We got there, and then we fell away again with 11 to go. That is in people's minds now. And I aren't doing the whole Leeds tackling. It's the Leeds thing. We've done it before. I'm on about what I've seen the last 2 games. I aren't fucking bothered about last season. I couldn't give a shit about 15 seasons ago. Couldn't give a shit about all this and that. I'm on about what I've seen today is a fucking worry. Away from home, gone down with wrong attitude, fans setting off at 2 o'clock. We've seen it all before, granted. But today, based on what I've seen in that 90 minutes, that has set panic stations in my head a little bit. It has. We should be at cancer top of league by several points. And now, by the skin of his fucking teeth, we're there. So that's why I'm worried, Priestley. That's why I'm worried, Mark.
This is the thing. A week and a half ago, after we beat Sheffield United, everybody was like, we're going to piss the league.
Yeah.
We're absolutely going to run away with this league. And now, everybody wants Spark out, and we should have bought people in January. Where were that last 4 weeks when we were doing well?
But that's fine. But what we're saying is, what I was saying was, when that dip in form comes, which it is, we've got nobody who can change it.
I'm not sure I'd call 1 defeat in 18 a dip in form.
Well, it is the way we're playing. It looks like with Sheffield United and Sunderland games, we've got burnout. We look like we've put everything into them 2 games, and now we've got burnout. We've got, like I said, Brendan Aronson playing. He's got no one there threatening his position. Pirro ain't got really anybody there threatening his position. You could say that in midfield really as well. Now Ampadu's injured. It just Bogle were off it today as well. Really off it. It's just a way. Listen, it could be just one blip. Yes, you're right, 1 loss. But we have been here before, and that's the massive worry. If we win Wednesday and we win on Saturday, we're all happy days again. It's just that feeling now that we've seen this before happening. And that's the worry. That's the worry, Priestley. We can all say, it's just 1 loss in 18. It is. But it happened last season when we went on that amazing run. And then we totally dipped and dive bombed into playoffs.
100%. Figures with
that's
that.
What I'm saying.
Oh, 100%, Sean. And Adam, I'll come at you. It's all right saying it's 1 loss in 18 now. That's fantastic. But Burnley aren't lost in 20 odd. Sheffield United are on a similar run. It doesn't really matter that we've done 1 loss in 18 because fucking 2 behind us. And there's 2 that can go up and they're capable of it. And Burnley have started scoring goals now. Burnley, look, they've stepped it up. Yeah. Sheffield United maybe haven't stepped it up, but they've just maintained it. This now is our biggest blip of the season so far. We've had a couple of draws back to back. That's been our worst blip. Or we've had a singular loss backed up by a win. Yeah. This right now, a draw and a loss. This is our worst form. Then we go into Millwall at home. Yeah, I think we'll pump them. I'm going to say that. I've got to. QPR
not again.
Pump them, right? But what I'm saying is, there's still a likelihood that doesn't fucking happen. And if we struggle to if we don't get 6 points out of the next 2, even 4 after the last 2 games, ain't good enough. Because chances are Burnley and Sheffield United will both get 6 fucking points. Now it's every game for at least the foreseeable has to be maximum points. Because I guarantee they'll pick them up on them.
The thing is, Portsmouth did a bit more today. They played quite direct. And that's been our Achilles heel the whole time Fark's been here.
Yeah,
We've always been quite a small side, not a very strong team. And when you keep putting it in the box, may or may not make an error. And and the problem is Millwall and QPR will both play exactly the same way. And that's what worries me. And someone said earlier that if both of our teams win on Wednesday, we'll have so much pressure on us. By the way, I want to go back a couple of ones. Well, we're all mad about Meslier, and course, we're not a soul. He isn't, but we all are like he's fault for the goal. But what I would say as well, by the way, to balance it, I don't think he lost us any points today. I think he's lost us points this season. It was a mistake. There was loads of bad performances there, and there was loads of granular micro elements of mistakes. You could say Rodon, blah blah blah. The comment about Pro and Bamford, I thought it was that the same. Everyone will be on Joseph and Bamford if they miss those chances. Pro's got money. He's got money in the bank, and he's built up. It's not the end of the world for him. We understand he can finish. He should have scored today, of course. So you can sort of pick out all sorts of bits. I say the main thing for me is we just lost the duels. We lost the battles. We played 49 long balls today with 11 successful. Last few games played 36, 32, 29, 32, 49 today. No one was willing to take the ball under pressure and find an answer. No, just turn and kick it long. Gave it 11 successful long balls out of 49. As long as I don't get tackled, I can. As long as I get rid of it and play it forward, I've done my job. Where's your heart? We're taking responsibility. Take it on, and that we actually really massively miss Rothwell. I think this Gruev thing's fine. It's the answer. Jules tracks his man, but actually he's in bad form. He's been playing badly for him last few games. He's sort of been overlooked a little bit. And I think so on that basis, Rothwell's a player in form, regardless whether who tracks who, Rothwell's a better player. So, when we're struggling to get out from the back, you've got to get Rothwell involved in the game. And then I say the manager and Fark, he's got to find a way to influence games of football. I know that, we've got lots of goals from subs, but we're always usually ahead, or whatever Perot's coming on early season when we're 2-0 up. All that. It's lovely. Actually, he's got to find ways to better influence games of football in those sorts of games. I know he has influenced some lately, but he's got to do it more regularly, I think. He's got, it's all so just robotic. Bring them on a 70 minutes, 65 minutes, try something. Like some said earlier, why Ramazani had a non-toe today? Why Ramazani's not had any competitive football for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it is, and we're expecting him to come in against Portsmouth and pull rabbits out of a hat for us. That's not very fair. And by the way, someone said Ramazani wasn't very good. Firpo's header was from a Ramazani cross. So if that goes in, everyone's going, but he come and made that assist. And everyone goes, great, he's played really well today.
Margins.
So it's all margins. And that's what Priest get as well. If Pro scores, if that penalty comes our way, which is definitely a penalty, Pro scores, we're 2-0 up, we win that game 3-1, 3-0. We just do. And everyone goes, great. And those small margins all played against us. And that's not the end of the world. These things happen. But we didn't have any consistent play during the whole game. We didn't build through our side the whole game. And I think Tanaka being off it, and Tanaka was miles off today. A couple of times he wasn't even scanning. He scans really well usually. Scan, get the ball, knows everything around him. He's got a picture. They were just turning into people. Did 3 or 4 times. Really poor. I don't know what. He was so far off it.
He got the ball, I think, off Millier. It might have been Firpo in our half, and he turned so lazily into one of their players who just closed him down and won it back so easily. It's just not Tanaka, like you say. He's usually scanned and he knows where everyone is on pitch in a blink of an eye. Whereas he was way off it today, which just didn't like him. I just want to touch on what Lars I've said, because it's that generalisation. It does my head in. So the fan base has burnout. I'm just annoyed, and you know what it is. There's no point even having a YouTube channel if you can't talk about bad performance. I still think we'll go up, Lord. You know me. I am the most positive fan ever. I mean, I've lost my shit in about 30 games of doing this, probably twice. We don't lose many games. I'm ecstatic with how this club has performed this season. I'm not going to kick off and sulk in general and say that's it for the season. It's not. But right now, what am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to come in and go, well done on previous 35 games? I've spoke about the 35 games, Lord, already. I spoke about them every fucking week, mate, for the last fucking 5 months. But this today was shit. But then come Wednesday, it'll be looking at that game as in isolation. Yeah. But in isolation, this game and now where we are in the table, it's got me ass nipping, pal. It's like that. It's nipping.
The thing is, I've got frustrated with performance. Sorry,
we're not losing a shit though.
Yeah.
It's the way we lost as well. Yeah. If Lord and Sean are happy how we've played today,
this is what I don't get it.
It ain't looking good, guys, for the rest of the season if that's going to carry on. I tell you now. So you can be as positive as you want, and we love you both. Don't we? We do.
100%.
And it's all about your opinions and stuff. But guys, it's if you're not frustrated on that performance,
this is what I can't understand. Right. So what I've been noticing in the comments is not everyone, a few of them is us having real overreaction. No one's talking about the whole season. No one has said the whole season's been shit. We're talking about this individual game. How can anyone sit there and be like, oh, it was shy. It was awful. You know, not even just for us watching on TV. Imagine them fucking guys going into it moaning. Imagine how they're fucking feeling. They're going to be happy.
It is not, Sean. This is the biggest blip of the season because it's a draw backed up by a loss. 6 points on offer and we've took one. That is our biggest blip at season. It may not seem a lot, but it is our biggest blip at season. Fact. So
this is one of the fans who I thought a bit the most negative as well. That's the funny thing. You think
Sean, but it's just a fact. Like you say, we've had a couple of draws back to back, and the fans have lost their shit over a couple of draws, and we've had a singular loss usually backed up by a win. We've had, to have a draw and then a loss straight after it, and then going into Millwall and QPR, which were already nerving a lot of the fans already. Like, this is why I'm stressed. This is why I'm panicking. You're the more positive fan.
It's not just that though. Like, it's not even just the results. It's the performance we put in the last 2 games. If we actually showed a bit of fight and a bit of endeavour. I've seen the laziness today. There was no running back. I saw people walking at times. Why shouldn't we, as fans, expect them to put a fucking effort? The amount of money they get paid a week, they should be fucking dying. Like Adam was saying earlier, where's the dirty Leeds gone? We're known for that. We're known for being horrible in your faces. We saw none of that today. And all right, we might be losing our shit because we shouldn't have to sit there and watch shit performances and expect to be fucking happy about it. If you want to go watch something happy, go fuck off and watch something else. We're allowed to be like this.
Lord and Sean, don't fucking go anywhere else.
Yeah, you stay
here. Don't really.
Yeah.
No, you just.
Yeah, but I know. I've just seen what Lord's put there. Grow the fuck up. Is that aimed at me, Lord? Because I ain't putting up with that, pal. I'm not joking.
I think
it's
just.
I think it's grow the fuck up, mate.
I think it's just all of us.
We're just having opinions, mate. If you're happy with it, that's fine. That's yours. But I'm not. I'm pissed off with it. Same as Matty is. That's our opinions.
Do we think
shit in chat?
Sean, right quick. Do you think we're still going to go up?
Second, maybe. Yeah.
We're going up though.
Yeah.
Priestley.
So hopefully, overall, it'll be fine. There's no need for that.
Priestley, are we going up?
We finished third and get beaten playoffs by Frank Lampard's country.
Fuck you. Callum, are we going up?
Yeah, I've not.
Adam,
none of us.
Adam, are we going up?
Yeah, we're going.
There you go, Lord.
We're
all positive.
I do think we still go up.
No one has said we're not going up. It's just the reaction of one individual game. I don't want to wear this narrative of all of us giving up and overreacting. It's this one individual game. No one has said we're not going up. Of course we are. We've been brilliant. We've been the best team all season. And hopefully we bounce back. It's just the reaction right now.
I do think we still go up, and Wembley is a fine stadium.
No, fuck off, Breezy, please.
My mate Paul says, do you know why the players have to play with so much pressure? Because of the fan base. Unbeaten for 17 games, lose one game, and there is a witch hunt against them. They are our players, fucking support them. Paul, I love you, mate, yeah? There ain't no witch hunt, right? So let me spin it. What am I supposed to say today, right? Unlucky. Portsmouth, great. Yeah, we didn't think we'd win. Fair enough. Aronson, you did well today, pal. Tanaka, slightly off it. You're fine, and we'll just wrap it up after 5 minutes. Like, it's not a witch hunt. If Aronson scores and does a man-at-match performance on Wednesday, full well I'm going to fucking say well done. Yeah. Like, Bogle was shit today. Tanaka were well off it today. Melier were at fault for that first goal. So were Rodon, so were Strout, so were Bogle, giving him too much time ball. All it is in isolation, this game. Because guess what? It's called Portsmouth V Leeds United match review. Like, that is the name of this video. So this video has to be spoke about, that game in isolation. Like, it's got to be. There's no witch hunt against anybody. Like people have their favourites. I don't like Bamford. I'm not a massive Melier fan. I'm not a massive Aronson fan. But multiple times this season, I've backed Aronson and said he's outperformed what I expected. Fair play. Melier, only a couple of weeks ago, he turned his form around and we were all giving him flowers. Like, there's no witch hunt, especially on this channel. There might be fan base. There might be on other channels. No. There's no witch hunt on here, Paul. It's just looking at the players today in the game in isolation. I think we bounce back on Wednesday. I do. But right now, I'm feeling down and I'm stressed.
Matty, it's also off back of a poor performance at against West Brom as well. So we've got that to take into account as well. Of course. This isn't we're not bashing the team. I can accept losing, right?
This is a fair point, isn't it, Sean?
I can accept losing, but it's in the manner that we lose.
Yeah,
and we just looked so feeble today against what a 17th place Portsmouth. We can all say, yeah, there we go. Yeah,
I'm always a bit
behind. We can all say, oh, the great at home. Look, the 17th. Christ, guys, what we're talking about? We're talking like Portsmouth are world beaters.
How they played today.
Jive says here we were too cocky against West Brom when we went 1-0. That's a lot of people are saying that now. I'm not too sure about that. I don't know, but I've seen that creeping in. Complacency, cocky, arrogance. I'm not too sure, but I have seen a lot of people saying that. Yeah, Sean, I do hope so. I've got a bit of a point to bring up. I'm going to put it to all of you to have a bit of because I've wrote some notes. Look at this. I was showing lads before. I've actually
dedication. Well,
this really it harps on to a lot of the comments that have been coming in about Ampadu, right? So it's one of them where it's all stuff you probably know. No leadership today. Ampadu was on the field. It might have been a different result. So a few people have mentioned Ampadu today. Yeah, that steel, that not having that strength and physicality in midfield. We've all sort of touched on it, right? But here's some stats to sort of back it up. And you all know what I'm going to say anyway. But let me just read it out, right? So Ampadu, he got injured against Coventry at Ellen Road on the 28th of September. The away games between then and him being fit again: Norwich 1-1 draw, Sunderland 1-1 draw, Bristol City 0-0 draw, Millwall 1-0 loss, Swansea 3-4 win, Blackburn 1-0 loss, Preston 1-1 draw, Stoke win 2-0, Derby 1-0 win. Yeah, 9 games, total points available 27, picked up 13. Right, since he returns, Hull 3-3 draw, Burnley 0-0 draw, 2-0 against Coventry, 4-0 against Watford. Before he got injured, West Brom 0-0, Sheffield Wednesday 2-0 win, Cardiff 2-0 win. Total away form with Ampadu, 3 draws, 4 wins, 15 points taken out of 21. 27 points available, 13 taken when he's not playing. Ampadu is vital to our away form. Vital, right? We've got QPR away. Possibly with no Ampadu for the rest of the season. QPR away. Let me just caveat that. 12:30 kickoff. Luton, another London fixture, away. Let me just mention that again. 12:30 kickoff. Middlesbrough away. 8 p.m. kickoff. Oxford away. 3 p.m. kickoff. Plymouth away, last game of the season. 12:30 kickoff. You look at their league positions. On paper, looks like 5 bankers. I'm worried without Ampadu, we look like a set of wankers away at these fucking fixtures, because I'm telling you now, 3 12:30 kickoffs, London fixtures, no Ampadu, the home form's never been in doubt. Never been in doubt. I expect us to pick up close to full maximum points in his home form, close to. But away form, if we pick up those habits when Ampadu was out, and if we pick up out of those 15 available, 7 points, even if we win all those home games, that might not be enough, boys. That might not be enough. So I hope you appreciate the homework I've done there. But for me, that is vital, that away form, that somehow we translate our home form, which we are capable of doing without Ampadu. That has to be away from home too. We cannot do the rut that we had when Ampadu were out last time. Mic drop.
Agree. No, agree.
Someone take over and run with it, because
listen, it's not. That is an issue, and hopefully he's going to be back after international break. Yeah. Hopefully, but now last 10 games at season, and I know we don't know. You know, Farker says I don't look at other teams. We need to start looking at other teams now. Burnley are scoring for fun and don't concede. Sheffield United seem to get a win from somewhere. They make it happen. That's the worry now. It's the other teams now. They're on a high, and we're just slightly dipping. Okay, positives. We should have had a penalty.
Yeah.
Nailed on. 3 big chances to score. We missed all 3. In another day, it could have been 4-1, 3-1. Right? That's the positives. But there's still that little doubt that it's just dropping. The performances are dropping. And like you said, I think Ampadu's a massive miss. He really is to the team.
He is.
Whether he plays in defence or in that midfield. You know, we can say Tanaka and Othbel are the the two pairing that at favourites, but Ampadu does bring something different, and it's until he's not here and he's not available that you don't really notice it. So I totally agree with you there, Matty.
I mean, people say when Ampadu's playing, Sean, he'll get stick for playing it too slow.
No.
For slowing game down.
It's just getting it like referees, getting it referee's face and stuff like that. No. Nobody else does it. You know, Adam, it's Ampadu.
Adam, these are the games, aren't you? We talk about the big Yorkshire derbies. We'll say big, but Yorkshire derbies, games like this going down there at lunchtime kickoff, when we look bullied in certain areas, and we look like the players look like a deer in headlights. To be fair, I thought today they weren't up for it. Ampadu in this sort of game, am I saying we win this game if he plays? I don't know, but the stats back it up that we're more likely to win these games with Ampadu. It backs it up.
Oh, we miss him. Of course we miss him. By the way, the whole arrogant or the attitude we turned up with, I'm never big on that because I can't tell. I don't know. Sometimes just form, sometimes the whole team's off it and everyone reflects in everyone's performance. Same as having the FA Cup, like, me and Sean discussed how the backup team's not good enough. Well, actually, I just think everyone, like Ampadu in that game against Millwall at home, FA Cup, he drops into that form as well. Everyone started, people just, as a team, like you get on winning runs, you get on losing runs, it goes together sometimes. And today, I just think, I say we're off it and we were out battle. No, I don't like, everyone saying like, it's not an overall thing. We're here talking about the 3 points today. Like the 3 points were there to win today. And every 3 points is massive now. And that's why we're all frustrated because we didn't get near winning that 3 points really. I mean, there's chances obviously, but I say ultimately we're out battled. You got to win you can't rely on your ability. You got to win the battles to win the game of football. That's the starting point of any game of football. It's 11 against 11. Championship's not easy. We don't get dragged into it usually. And like this game and the West Brom game bit, we got dragged into it. You get dragged into championship games. Usually somehow our level of ability we rise above it. But it didn't feel like that at all today. Priestley, you got anything good to say? Like cheer us all up? What's the positives here, mate?
Just the comment that's on screen there, that's interesting. Mellier's cost us 13 points this season. Surely it's not that many.
Could argue 10.
Yeah, I want to say 13.
By the way, I don't blame him for points today. I don't. I know it's a mistake, but everyone was making mistakes. I thought
Mellier looked good. He was punching well. He was catching well.
Yep.
He made that save after they went 1-0 up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody's going to look at the goal, and I mean, 90% of people are saying it's Mellier's fault, which I don't subscribe to.
Priestley, we were sending voice notes us three, Matty and Adam, during the game, and I said, "Hang on, have we got a different goalkeeper?" Yeah, they were catching everything, punching. They were doing really well. This, he had a good game, did Mellier? Yeah. All considering, it's just that one mistake. It's not even his mistake, is it?
It wasn't a mistake. Maybe. He could have just done better, Sean. Didn't it? Could have done better.
Yeah, but it could have been. Other people could have done better before that pass even come through. So it's just because it's Mellier in it, and he has got it in him. But he had a good game today. He did.
It's just quickly the penalty. Like it's such.
Can we talk about the referee?
I thought it's so obvious. By the way, so the referee, these referees, they're so used to VAR making all the decisions. Because it's so easy not to give a penalty. That's the easy way out, isn't it? The big decision is to give the penalty. To not give penalty, everyone goes, oh, well, they forget about it in 24 hours. Never mind. He put the whistle to his lips. And then when, he got the ball. So, no, he fucking didn't get the ball. You just made that up. So they're so reliant on VAR. They're so reliant on VAR. They drop down. It's completely different. It's a completely different thing now. They drop down to the championship. They're not used to it. It's completely different circumstance to referee in.
Look where he was stood, Adam, as well. He had a clear view.
Yeah.
It's not even like he couldn't see it. He had a clear view. What? Has he bottled it because of the Portsmouth crowd? It's one of these. That's what they say, don't you? Oh,
that's wild, Danny, isn't it?
They don't give penalties at Old Trafford and stuff like that.
Wild, Danny.
Crazy.
That's wild, Danny.
Sean, he saw that guy with belly shit himself.
No, that's
like what Lord's put in chat. It's because he didn't have VAR. Premier League referee, and he didn't have VAR to fall back on.
Yeah,
bottle jobs. The refereeing standard in England at the minute is shocking. It is absolutely shocking from the top right down to grassroots. It's terrible. Is the referee?
Like I said, he don't give it, and he waits for someone else to tell him what to do.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly
Today he didn't have that, and he's like, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
That foul on Melier didn't even book him.
No.
Yeah,
and then he gives then he books someone for a soft foul straight after that. Crazy.
Nasty.
Sorry, do you know what gets me? They don't give the penalty, and they're like, and then they give a freak on the halfway. They're so arrogant. They start pointing like, I'm really in control. So I know exactly what I'm doing. Bollocks! You just bottled one back there, and then you're acting like the arrogant twat again. That's in charge of everything. I know everything's going on. Don't talk back to me. Shut up. Do your job properly. His only job is there he's going to referee the game. The VAR, they just don't make decisions. They bottle every decision. The Liverpool one on Saturday, the Southampton player handballs it. They can't say, no penalty. The guy who took Matessa's head off. Cry kicked his head off. You showed it previously, didn't you? Video. Doesn't give a red card for it. Just wait for VAR.
He booked him
first. Shocking.
No, I don't know that.
So, just like Stephen just says there, one man don't make a team. No, they don't, mate, if you refer to Ampadu. And Sean's saying we had Ampadu. Ampadu didn't play in the Sheffield United game. No, he didn't. I'm not saying we haven't won some games where he didn't play. I'm just saying, when you look at the actual stats and, you actually look at the season as a whole, we do not perform well away from home without Ampadu most of the time. And when you look at, the games remaining, it could be an issue. I'm just going off the stats, mate, and the facts. But there will be games you win. We were brilliant. We won at Sheffield United. No, of course you can. It's one of them, mate, where we beat Sheffield United without Ampadu. We did, and we'll win some of our away fixtures now without Ampadu. We will, but it's definitely an issue. The data backs it up that we're better with Ampadu away from home. It just does.
Have you seen that? Oh, I've just seen a comment. I think it's a Portsmouth fan.
What's that?
Crazy. Lack of Leeds accents speaks volumes. Plastics. I'm definitely York.
There's only one. There's only one.
It's Callum, isn't it? Yeah, Callum.
There's
only one. There's only one, Callum.
We've got 4 Yorkshire lads and 1 posh twat.
Are we really saying? Are we plastic fans? What?
Plastic fans. I live about 20 minutes away from Ellen Road. Matty, where do you live? How close do you live to Ellen Road? About 20 minutes.
Is that it? That is disgraceful. Plastic in general.
Do you know what it is though? Yeah, it's quite funny because obviously I post on TikTok as well, and I get some right abuse. When it goes tits up, they always come looking for you, don't they? I said we win 3-1. Whoever you are, Pompey fan in chat, well played. We've taken 1 point off you this season. Absurd. It's awful. You're going to be in the Championship now if you're lucky for a sustained period. We are going to be playing Premier League football next season. Come back here in 10 games time and laugh at us if we're not.
It's like Millwall all over again.
No, it is though. I mean, it's one of them. Yeah, you can spin it. I'm fuming today, but we are top. You're 17th. You might have moved up one mediocre place to 16th with that win. I don't know, but the level of talent you watch week in, week out to the level of talent we watch, the amount of Monday mornings I got to work fucking bouncing into work because I'm fucking buzzing because we've won yet another game compared to what you guys see. It's chalk and cheese. So it's one of them. You come and you have your fucking moment. That's brilliant. I love it.
I love you, but that's a massive bite.
What's a massive? I haven't asked.
You
can come here and you can have your moment. I put my head above the parapet. Go get your own channel and then have a chat and we'll come and have a chin wag with you. I'm easy. Get me on end of that. Okay, honestly, I couldn't give a fuck.
Clip it now.
I've been through a lot of work in life and watching Leeds United lose a game, but I've come on here and we say his piece, and this is supposed to be therapy. But yeah, get me on end of that fucking up, mate, and just keep reeling me because I'm here all night.
I'm the plastic fan.
Do you want me to block him? Do you want me to block him? I'll take him off now.
I'll put Link in chat if he wants to come on.
Oh, please.
Let us know if you want to come on.
Oh, please.
It's a woman.
Brilliant.
Is it Sarah?
Sarah.
Yeah.
The issue with this plastic fan is most of their fans live in their town. So I don't get how. All right, not you, Adam. Chill out.
Adam's going to click.
But this plastic, I don't get is right. They have a go at us. It's not our fault. We're worldwide.
Yeah.
It's not our fault.
It's not my fault.
Yeah.
I didn't know when my mum and dad could have sex and then have me in a hospital. My fault.
I didn't go that far.
I'll have a word for her.
I didn't go that far, but play it as you will.
Stop having sex with people in Hertfordshire. Do it near Leeds. That's what I'm going to say to
Is there any, Adam? Is any Pompey fans in Hertfordshire?
I've never met a Pompey fan anywhere.
There you go. Exactly.
I mean, to be fair, there were a that golden generation they had. You know, when they had Nico Cranchar. Maybe someone in Australia thought, I fucking like them. Maybe just one. Maybe just one when you had Nico Cranchar. But it's just we are who we are. We're Leeds United. We've got fans all over the place. I think that's a bit of a stupid thing to say, to be honest. Adam's a top guy.
It's a weird comment. It's really stupid.
Well, as you know, all the Leeds bros and other people come from all over. Ireland. We've got them in Norway. We've got them all over the bloody world. It's a bit of a stupid comment, really, to mention where it's from. It's a lot of bollocks, really. That's there. So, not great. Look at Dr. Cox just come straight in with it. Go on, Coxie.
I missed that.
Yeah, look at this. I love this therapy session. Get it out of your system, fellas. We all wake up Leeds fans in the morning, so not all bad. Yeah, Duncan, I love 100%. That. Yeah, we're allowed to have us moan tonight, and you know full well with me, Duncan, I'll be bouncing into Wednesday, full of confidence and ready to have egg on my face again. But it's what we do. We're here. We show up. We absolutely love this club. We do, but we are allowed to criticise. A lot of us spend us money. A lot of us are invested emotionally. It ruins us fucking week. Worst they're going to get, or at least they're going to get, is a couple of bad comments by us guys. No one gives a shit what we have to say, but like you say, it's therapy. It is what it is. A mile from Fratton Park. That sounds there.
Oh, wow. That must be nice.
Oh, mile. Oh. Well done.
I can walk in 12 minutes.
Walk there, can't you?
I know it's not, buddy. I know it's not Boss Nass.
No,
I don't mind making myself look a fool by coming out with these outlandish comments.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Of course it is.
I mean, it's not good if it happens the other way around, but take on the chin.
Yeah, Portsmouth fans are pissed off because I've got a Southampton
It's a lovely Southampton accent.
I love that lovely Southampton accent you've got, Sarah. Class that.
That's brilliant. That is a class coming.
1 point from 6 in these two. Well, it is what it is. So it is what it is. I'm going to stop biting now because would I rather have? I'd love to have 4 points off you guys. It'd be 17th. I'd just love it. It'd be best thing ever, wouldn't it?
Where their cup final? Honestly, the way they cheered in, you'd think they'd have got promoted. With Menzel,
well, the abuse I got off TikTok today for being Leeds. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Leeds is in your heart, not in your location. Love that, Paul. Love that.
That is really, that's class.
Love that.
Loads of people because they're just about guaranteed to stay up now, aren't they? Really, if you look at the.
No, they are. Please smash a like on the video.
On Southampton next season as well.
Yeah, true.
Derby for him, won't it? Yeah.
Please.
Can't believe 9 points. Mental art for them.
Please smash a like on the video. Please subscribe to this channel, and please also subscribe to the 3 channels that get mentioned on here quite regular. Danny Rumsey, my good friend Callum, who's in the bottom right corner, Passion for Leeds, and Wilco White, Sean in the top middle. Love you guys, regardless of what we're talking about. I've got a few starred comments I want to bring up. Get to it. Skip, so we'll move on now because that was shite today. Skip, my good friend with the best profile picture on YouTube. What would you change apart from that lead? Sorry, Adam. What changes would you make for Wednesday? I am going to go around and ask you all individually, but has anyone got anything outlandish? I'm going to start and say I wouldn't change a soul for Wednesday, and that's probably the most outlandish person who's going to win on this. I wouldn't change it.
Rothwell
for Gruev.
Fair enough.
That's
understandable. You'll all say that. Understandable. Yeah.
Solomon.
I think.
I just think there needs to be a change with Aronson. I think you've got to play players that are on form, but there's a few that's
wild.
Form,
that's wild. That Cox. Byron for Bogle. Nah. And I love Byron. I love him, but that's a bit too reactionary.
Bogle drop it, but I wouldn't drop him. It's a tough one, isn't it?
I mean, Ramazani for Solomon. I think you're asking for danger with that one. For me, right?
You know what? I would probably maybe agree with the Rothwell for Aronson, or try Gruev, Tanaka, and Rothwell in there as a 3. There's things we can do, but we know he won't do it, and I don't know.
I think
Joseph doesn't deserve to start. Nonto again done nothing. Ramazani's not played as if at past few weeks. He's not going to come in and start. The only one for me, I would go with the take Aronson out and put another midfielder in. let's try it that way. Whether I don't know, you play
Be
the
interesting
10.
that though, wouldn't it?
Would you have to play it as a 10? Maybe not. Just have two a defensive midfielder and
I think do
two
it.
central midfielders in there. I think that could work, but
yeah.
No, you know what it is with me?
I think
me, lads,
it's
right?
too late in season now to change any formations or out like that.
It's the easiest thing in the world now, right? To say Rothwell for Gruev because it's home. That will happen, by the way. That will be the start, right?
Yeah.
But for me, it should be a banker at home to Millwall. I don't know they beat us twice. It should be a banker. It should be a game that we look at Priestley. It should be a game that we're capable of winning at home to Millwall, right? They should be absolutely getting rinsed by Farker. They should all be disgusting performance. They should be well up for Wednesday, right? So for me, Gruev stays in, Solomon stays in, Aronson stays in, and Bogle stays in. All the people who were probably weakest today, right? Based on we need him to play through the form. We ain't got players. We ain't got. You're not gonna see Aronson come out, as we said. You're not gonna see Byram start at right back. You're not for the over a sustained period of these next 10 games. So for me, they need to play through this bad form. This bad form is only a couple of games for Solomon. It's only one game for Bogle. It's a couple of games for Gruev. Going back 3 weeks, Gruev were playing fucking brilliant against Watford. Defensive player. It were part of everything good we did in the attack. We scored 4 goals that night. So it's not a given that we struggle to score goals for Gruev's inside. We need him to play through that poor form. Plus, we've seen it against West Brom. You start with Rothwell. If it's not working, you ain't got anyone to bring on for Rothwell. You ain't got anybody else who can step up in midfield really. But if Gruev starts and it's tight, you've got the impetus of Rothwell to come off a bench. So for me, it's one of them games. I look at the 11 lads that started and I go, you fucked up on Sunday. Go put it right on Wednesday, knowing full well, regardless of this player might be better or might be informed. That 11 that played today is good enough to beat anybody in this division. That 11 that played today, I'm sure, were the 11 that pumped Watford 4-0. That team should beat Millwall 4-0. Go rectify it. Go show the fans that travelled down there and spent their money today. Stand up there and be counted on Wednesday. Stand there and get your fucking flack if you turn up again like that shower of shite you did today. So for me, personally, that's why when I turn up on Wednesday to watch that game, I hope it's the same 11 lads that went there today. And I understand tweaks might need to happen. But for me, go prove that you're worthy of that shirt now.
I think
go on, Adam. No, I think Farker will do that. It's sort of something he would do. But we've got to remember Millwall. Yeah, okay, they come and beat us, but we're a different team. I mean, we fielded second string and a weaker side, and we're going to be it's going to be a totally different lineup to last game they played. So I'm expecting a win definitely against Millwall, and I'm expecting a response as well. And I think you're probably right there, Matt, in what you're saying. Farker's he'll have that mindset of no, you got to go out and prove it now, boys. And I'm hoping they do.
I think the only reason you might say, like, you try and look at overall what's happening and stuff, but we've got 3 games in 6 days. He should make some changes. I think otherwise, like, if you start flagging, like, I think that's the biggest point for me. I think I think Aronson has flagged a bit lately. I think Solomon has flagged a bit, and there's a build up of miles and legs in this stage of the season as well. We've got to look at an overall picture. I know we get lots of, I don't know who's going off on international duty. I don't know, Israel, America, whoever's playing, Solomon, blah blah blah. But we've got to look at that as well. So there's a really, really big picture to look at here. I think with the 3 games 6 days, fitness for that, then the overall miles and leg, and then who's going off as well. So there's lots to look at. Like, we have got Nonto, we have got Ramazan, we have got replacements on the bench. So if we've got to utilise them. If it helps us, we've got to win these 2 games. So what gives us the best chance of winning these 2 games? That's the thing to look at more than anything at the moment. And resting a couple of players for this one probably makes a lot of sense.
And you normally do, if you're going to rotate, it's normally that middle game, innit?
Yeah.
If you're going to mix it up. So I do understand that. But I do sort of agree with Sean and what we're thinking that. I do think Rothwell plays. I think that's the only change he makes, to be fair. I think that's just a given at the minute. Rothwell at home, Gruev away. Gruev will come back for QPR. I'm pretty sure that'll be what will happen. But I would like to see all of them stand up and be counted on Wednesday. It does worry me again, that physical battle with Millwall. I've seen it, I saw Ellen Road only a matter of weeks ago. And I know we were well rested, 10 changes, 11 changes, pretty much full side changed. It's a worry because that what you're going to get from Millwall, but yeah, I'd like to see them lick the wounds and try and put it right. But you, Callum, any changes?
I did say Solomon, but I think, as you've said, maybe it's a reality check we needed. Because I feel like the past 2 games, I wouldn't say easy streak, but we've not been the same energised side that we've had. And, maybe people have thought, the league's over. But it's not. And, they've clawed themselves back into it. Sheffield and Burnley somehow just keep winning. They're playing terrible, but they're getting the points. But no, I think, yeah, keep the same team. It's kick up the arse, and hope that they fucking, put some more effort in on Wednesday. I think another thing mentally is that we're playing after them, so there is that pressure. Obviously, everyone plays Tuesday, so obviously there's that little pressure that can come in mind of, we're in third, but if we want to go up, these are the kind of games we have to win, and these 10 are the most important. And like we've been saying, the only team that will beat Leeds is Leeds. So yeah, the last 10 are massive.
Or Portsmouth.
Just looking at Burnley's running, I mean, they've got some tough games coming up as well, Burnley.
Yeah, they have.
And I know, they're doing well at the minute, but still got Coventry to play, West Brom, Norwich, Watford, Sheffield to play. Even QPR, we're saying we're worried about QPR. They've got to go to QPR as well. So, and Sheffield's got a few tough games.
Well, Sheffield United got to play Burnley, haven't they, still? And they've got to play Sheffield Wednesday as well, which is
Sheffield Wednesday. Millwall, if we're saying we're worried about Millwall and QPR, well, these teams have got them to play as well. So it's going to be like that.
You know what we're saying though, Sean? We're saying we're worried about Leeds United, aren't we? We're saying we're worried about Leeds United because we're worried about what we do and what we can do and all that sort of stuff.
Thing is, we've said
we're already being hurt. We know that it's going to happen. It could happen again.
We've said, haven't we, lads? Just to touch on the sort of mentality side of the game, which I'm big on.
Yeah,
we've said all season, haven't we? We've had conversations, Adam and Sean, on Late Night Leeds, and we've said numerous times. I don't think this group of players has a poor mentality. I feel like they've got mental strength. I think Farke's learned from last year. We're seeing sort of certain adaptations in games that we didn't see last year, down to his bench, down to him maybe growing with the players. You know more, don't you? 18 months, 2 years down the line than you did the first day you walked through the door in any job. So I feel like everything looked good. All of a sudden now, you lose your captain. You get 1 point out of a possible 6, which isn't a disaster by any strength. It's not. But to Leeds United, we know what it is getting a draw. When you're back at a fucking loss, no wonder it's gone in a meltdown, But is anyone... But I mean, quality-wise, we're not bothered. We think we've got enough. We all have said we're going to go up. But does the mentality side of things really bother you now? And I don't want to talk about last season. Just right now, what you've seen these last 2 games, is mentality a problem? Or is it Ampadu's missing? Is it we didn't buy in January? Or is it the players over there who are all good enough? Is it their mentality that's the issue?
I'll start first. I'm going in 5 minutes, lads.
No problem.
Just let you know that. Yeah, for me, that's always been a worry for me, for the mentality side of it. The drop off. Did we think we've won it too soon? You're looking at how we're playing, especially like I said to Naka today. Do you think it's going to be too easy? Because it isn't. Mentality it's a big thing for me, and I can see it creeping in. That is my biggest worry.
Yeah.
Okay, how we're playing. Individual players aren't playing well as well. It's up to Daniel Farke to either get them back on it or shake it up. These next 2 games are going to be big questions asked. They're going to be asked questions asked. They're going to be big games out there. It's going to be if we don't win, or say we draw against Millwall, draw against QPR, it's going to be even worse than it is now, lads. Wait for that stream.
Can you even
imagine? Yeah. That's the worry. But we could go beat Millwall on Wednesday, beat QPR on Saturday, and we're all roses again, and we're flying.
Yeah.
It's a tight line at the minute. I don't know which way to go. I can only go off the last game, and the last game showing me that the mentality is wrong slightly, and I don't know if we've got the right mentality to go on for another 10 games. But that's just, again, going off the drop-off we had last season. And that's all I can go off. If we do it, fantastic. But, yeah, definitely a massive worry there for me, Matty. I don't know about the rest of you lads.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with everything you've said. I think what it is, it's the pressure that I think that's starting to get to these players. And I think Could it be the fact of, obviously the last game, Sunderland and Sheffield, we're all up arms. We were talking about promotion, parties, buses, and all of it. Obviously, yeah, in the moment you're going to feel like that because of how we were. It's mad to think that 2 weeks ago, not even a week and a half ago, we were nearly 8 points clear, and now obviously we're on the same amount of points. It's crazy how quick this league can change. And I think one thing is that we know we're confident. We've got the quality. The quality is there. I think it's just small margins. It is, third post header goes in, it's a different game. But it's the chances you have to take, and I am confident. I'm really confident that we'll bounce back on Wednesday. And I think we need it as reality check, and I think it will. I think one or two minds maybe have gone a bit off with, and maybe thought that it's over and that it's done. And I think we saw that today in the sloppy passing. But yeah, I am confident we'll bounce back. And I think with this overreaction, just to sum it up finally, is I don't think no one's not confident about going up. It's just how we've been all season is brilliant. We've been really good. We've been quality. And it's just these last two games where it's just not been the same. And hopefully Fark, and he's the one who gets paid the big bucks to change it. And we'll see on Wednesday whether that works or not.
I think it's with the mentality stuff. I'll say it's all for me. I don't really like getting into it because it's a bit of guesswork. And I can't say, they're arrogant and turn up all the will to win, all that stuff's missing. I just don't know. I'm not seeing much of a pattern in terms of that West Brom game. Could have been 6 games ago. We could have then beat Sheffield United, Sunderland, then lost today, and everyone goes, "Oh, that's okay." So I didn't see a lot of stuff that's carried on from the last game. West Brom are decent, and I know Portsmouth are down the bottom. They've got 27 points from 15 home games, or whatever it is, or whatever. It's not quite that, but it's not. They weren't far off 2 points a home game. They are decent at home. They are a decent side. Now, don't get me wrong, we should still beat them. We've got to win our duels, all that sort of stuff. But they are decent. So it's West Brom I thought West Brom were really good against us. So we went ahead. I thought they were really good. So I wasn't that worried about that. Then this game's the next game. I say then everyone goes, you join them together because really you should do. They are the next game, so it makes sense. But I didn't see a lot of stuff, and we're never for whatever reason we're never great early kickoffs, and we've not been great for most away games for the last 2 seasons on the Fark. And this is just another one. But at the same time, I say we could have won 3-1 really, really easily. We didn't win duels, all that stuff, but we could have won. We could have won so easily. And everyone's happy. You say Ramzana's poor, nearly had an assist, third post header goes in. Dan James missed header. I know it's so easy, Fark saying all that stuff, rattling it off afterwards. But it all doesn't really mean XG, blah, 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 possession. Someone said about the highlights again. Yeah, we looked like we should have smashed them in the highlights. We won the highlights. Brilliant.
If we get that penalty early, I don't score that, you know what I mean?
So it's all that stuff. And I think, so I say I'm not particularly concerned. I think Burnley and Sheffield United, but loads like Leicester, Ipswich, Leeds, and Southampton bit at the end of the season, they all had drop-offs. They started losing games. They started shitting themselves. They started shitting the bed. They were all doing it. And I think it's just it could be that Sheffield United and Burnley both draw before us. And then we win on Wednesday and everyone's happy again. I say, do you know what? It's seeing patterns, whatever. It's game by game. It's those 3 games, those 3 fixtures every single week. Let's play each other, of course, there's 2. That's what it is for me.
You know what? I'm sorry, Priestley. You know what I'm sick of? All these excuses that we sort of 12:30 kickoffs, dinner time kickoffs. Is the only us as a club? Do Sheffield United and Burnley fans say the same thing? Oh, well, it's dinner time kickoff. We've never played well when we. It's bullshit to me, that.
Of course it is. I agree.
It's got to be bullshit.
The whole London curse.
It's like the London thing. The wind's got to be blowing in a westerly direction for us to pick 3 points up. What are we talking about, guys? It's crazy, isn't it?
I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm saying
no. I'm not saying that
because we're talking about patterns and why we're forming opinions.
We don't win in a certain strip.
We are always shit in that early kickoff. That's the only pattern I see.
Better not wear that third shirt because we never win in that, and it blows my mind. I can't accept it because it's not real. It's not real. It's not a real thing.
No, I agree.
It just seems to be Leeds United that have these.
No, it's not.
Things.
It's loads of clubs make these excuses for them.
No,
Oh, but we drew against West Brom. And goes, that's fine because we got 7 points in those 3 games. No, we won the last 2. Well, drawing that one's not okay as a result. We can't just keep collecting things because we can all collect things together and make excuses and build an argument for anything. But as I say, ultimately, for me, I'm not seeing any pattern. I've not seen any great pattern in the last couple of games. I can't say, oh, they bottled it. I can't say they went in wrong mentality. I can't say they're egotistical. They're arrogant. I don't know. That. I think that's the guesswork in this for me. I think we were miles off it for whatever reason. We were fucking miles off it.
You can't say, "Oh, Adam," apparently because of your fucking accent. So you need to.
I'm just ringing my mouth.
When Matty were reading out the next few fixtures and times of kickoffs, and I could see Callum's head going lower and lower and lower, like, oh no, 12:30 kickoff. Oh, no, they need to be getting out of bed earlier. It's like they're getting out of bed at 11 o'clock and, having a quick shower and putting the kit on. I don't know.
It shouldn't matter, but
it shouldn't matter, mate, should it? Can't accept it.
By the way, if there's a pattern in that, then feed them at different times. Make them get up at different times. Travel up at a different time. Whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, if there is an actual pattern that actually is coming in cause, do something different.
Yeah. Yeah. Change your preparation.
There you go. Danny's got some
even that down south is lunchtime, isn't it?
No, it proves that it's bad management and player weak mentality, says Dr. Cox. It's a tough one, but yeah, I do really think you've got a bit of stick today for the overreaction. But I flagged this up about a couple of minutes ago. I met Bosnas saying, basically, for me, what are you even supporting a team for if you can't? If you're not going to overreact, you overreact based on emotion, don't you? And if you're not feeling some sort of emotion, win, lose or draw, don't follow us. Don't follow a football side. Don't watch sport. It's what I'm in it for. It's what I love. Leeds United will be the death of me, like most people say. It can be brutal at times, but still, I'm still here. I'll still be there on Wednesday. But yeah, I do think there's just so many people who can look past it. And everyone's got different tolerances. Everyone's got their own right to think and feel how they do. But I do think it's certainly not an overreaction when you look how tight the table is from where we were, from how it's gone. It's gone, hasn't it? Though? Yeah, well, it has. When it cost you.
It's right. It's right, Matty. We've said this before. There's so much at stake. Millions of pounds. The new stadium build.
Exactly.
Guys, if you're not excited about that, there's something wrong.
Exactly. But it's gone, hasn't it, Sean, from being so comfortable a couple of weeks ago, Sean. It's come from being so comfortable. And I always tell you, I love the arsenip. I love the jeopardy. I enjoy I tell you what, I ain't fucking enjoying this today. I am absolutely shitting it. It. For the first time in a long... Look at Priestley. I love you, mate. What are you doing? What's your phone down there for? What are you doing?
We've got to get promoted.
Priestley, are you wearing trousers, mate? Because you're giving me the eye line.
He's giving you the side eye.
He's showing me his box.
I'm trying to get comfortable. Like I said before, it's easy for you. You've all got a professional setup. I don't.
I'm sat on a sofa, pal. Not.
Hey,
I'm doing this with a phone and a pair of headphones.
Priestley, there's not wrong with amateur porn, mate. Take yourself. Come on, mate. Go for it. Love you, mate. Right, we're going to start wrapping it up now. I know Sean wants to get off and there's not much else. I'm going to start talking about Priestley's box. It's time to probably call it a day. So, Priestley, let's put a positive on it, mate. Come on, make me feel better.
We're still top. And by the time Sheffield United and Burnley play on Saturday, we could be clear of them. We could be back clear. I mean, there's nothing to say they're guaranteed to win on Tuesday night. They both got points, and we beat Millwall.
I know. I haven't looked at that side. I'm just so adamant they'll get them. But yeah, it could be. It could 100%. It could be his football in it. So it's one of them. Love you for your passion, opinions, Matty, and the rest of the panel. Great panel, says my good friend Rob. Please subscribe to all these guys. Please do. Priestley shows your box. And it says we finished second all season. You have done it. Just a quick shout out for Finn. You're doing brilliant, mate. If the top 4 sides all just quit playing football and folded, you'd be top. Well done. Really chuffed for you on that great winning run. You just need to walk 4 sides going to administration and then you will technically be top. So keep going, Finn. Doing really well. In Lampard we trust. Yes. Well done, mate.
Fuck Lampard. Carry on. What?
Well done, Frank. Well done.
Yeah, cheers, Frank.
I think we'll. When do we do Millwall's predictions? Well,
now, anytime.
Now
We'll just put them in comments.
Andy, if you haven't put them on Late Night Leeds, bang them in the comments on Late Night Leeds if you want to keep going in the table, because I know you're in the table. So make sure you go back to Friday night's Late Night Leeds, whack them in there. But before we go, we'll have a quick rip round now. I'm gonna go last, right? Callum, come to you first. Millwall prediction.
4-0 Leeds.
Priestley. Here comes the realist.
3-1 Leeds.
3-1 Leeds. Sean.
Sorry for the rant, boys, and if we've upset anybody in chat, I'm really sorry.
Mate,
honestly, we love you all. You know that. We know that. We love you all. I'm going. Did I say 2-0? 2-0 Leeds. I can't remember the goal scorer then.
Fucking hell, Danny.
Danny, fuck off.
Oh, no. Please, don't do this to us, please. Come on, at least enjoy the rest of this. Please, Danny.
Go on, Rob. I love that, Rob.
I like that. That's good.
Fucking hell, Sean. Adam, what are you saying?
I'm saying comfortable 2-0. By the way, and as Priest said, we're still top, and it's still in our hands. We're just annoyed about 3 points.
That's all it is. You can be annoyed about losing, but if you try and stay positive.
Yeah, I think 4-0. You do realise, Millwalls are coming for me this week. They are coming for me this week.
They're waiting with a fat.
Honestly, I've still not commented back to maybe 30 comments on my YouTube studio from the last game, the beaters, because I didn't know what to say, and I didn't want to like or heart. I just didn't know what to do, knowing that we had them in about a month's time. And I pray to God I can just Wednesday night lay in bed and just comment back to all of them and just give them some stick. But I am so nervous for Wednesday.
Would this be the right time to drop my own little personal statin about Wednesday night?
Oh no.
It looks like it is.
Right, so Matty will tell you this. I hate tempting fate. Really hate it. But we have never lost on my birthday.
Yeah.
Hey!
My birthday is Wednesday night. And my present is Millwall at home, so I'll take that.
That's a good present. Well,
we will take that.
Hopefully it is.
We'll take that and we'll end it on that. But yeah, Seasiders TV. Go check out Seasiders TV as well. My mate Dan Bossnass over there, really good guy, doing it, following his non-league. Thanks for being in chat today, mate. Much appreciated. And that does not sound daft at all, pal. Today was the biggest game of the season. We lost it. Wednesday is now the next biggest game of the season. You're probably going to find a pattern in that, mate. Every game now is going to feel like that.
Yeah.
And I've been nervous about Millwall, and I've said it on my channel from day dot. I've been nervous about Millwall all season since the first loss. Every time we played them, it sends panic stations. I tell you what, I did not expect to be playing Millwall on Wednesday on the back of a draw and a loss. So that worry, that panic is doubled, if not tripled.
I really want to be.
I am so nervous anyway. But the fact that we're now going into it potentially in third place, I would assume definitely second. I don't see Sheffield losing that. I really don't. So I think we'll be at least second, and it's a worry. So I am very nervous for it. But yeah, we will end it on the high that Priestley's never lost. We've never lost on Priestley's birthday. Big wishes to birthday wishes to Priestley. I will buy him a pint and give him a big squeeze. But yeah,
don't get me one again. Don't get me one again.
I would never do that, mate. On the basis you just drop kick him around pub. It's just pointless, mate. Literally pointless. But yeah, no, thanks everyone in chat for tuning in. Sorry, it's been a bit of a negative one, but I'm pretty sure you'll have expected it, and I'm pretty sure on every other channel you will watch today, tomorrow about this fixture will have been somewhat similar. If not, I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you to Sean, Adam, my Late Night Leeds partners, Priestley, my best pal, and Callum, a new very good friend. Thank you so much for coming on and giving me a little bit of help, a little bit of support, and a little bit of positivity. I love you all. Please like, please subscribe. Please check out Late Night Leeds from Friday. It's still worth watching, even though we lost this game. Please check out LEFC Passion, Callum, Danny in the chat, and Sean at Wilco Whites. Priestley, I need to get your your X account flagged up on here because you are one absolute sorcerer over there, mate. You just love it, don't you? So
My
He shows his
Twitter
box,
account
all right?
Come
He shows his box. He shows his box.
Come on, Priest.
my Twitter account is LUFC1203. Some people have probably seen me.
Go follow him, LUFC1203. Go follow Priestley over on Twitter. He's great value, as you can imagine. He's the driest man ever to say he's never set foot in the Sahara Desert. He's just so dry. It's ridiculous, but he's such a good guy. And yeah, I'll leave it there. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Take care.